Breaking overnight, police are looking for a suspect who ran from the scene of a serious hit-and-run crash. It happened last night on the south side of Colorado Springs.
11 News reporter Kasha Karras joins us live now from police headquarters. Kasha, the crash scene is clear, but when you got there, a lot was happening.
KKTV 11 News.
Thanks for staying on top of that, Kasha. All right, thank you, Lucy. New this morning, Colorado's governor has signed an executive order allowing state agencies, including the State Transportation Department, to seek federal disaster money. According to our news partners at the Gazette, Governor Polis declared a state of disaster emergency in Garfield and Eagle counties because of the Grizzly Creek fire. This allocates over $3 million to cover firefighting and recovery costs that the state has spent since mid-August. This morning marks 19 years since the 9/11 attacks. On September 11, 2001, terrorists hijacked 4 planes. 2 of them crashed into both World Trade Center towers in New York, causing them to collapse. Another crashed into the Pentagon, while a 4th went down in a field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, after passengers struggled with hijackers. Memorials will be taking place nationwide today. These twin beams of light shined in New York ahead of the anniversary. The Pentagon also displayed its traditional towers of light last night. The Tower of Light will continue to be displayed intermittently until tomorrow. This is developing. Some local parents say they will be moving their son to a different school district after an incident that has gained national attention. We told you about a 12-year-old boy who handled a toy gun during a virtual learning class in Widefield School District 3. New video has been released of the incident that got the boy suspended. You can see one of the boys with the toy gun in the corner of the video and then hear it pop. Late last month, the family got an email from their son's teacher about him possibly having a toy gun.
It's not fair to him.
The teacher notified the principal, who had to call deputies to be sure the gun was not real. Happening tomorrow, if you have a spot on your skin that concerns you, you have another opportunity to get it checked out for free. KKTV is partnering with Vanguard Skin Specialists to bring you another free drive-through skin check. This will be our 3rd event. At our last 2, several patients found out they had melanoma, which is a deadly form of skin cancer. The next skin check will be held tomorrow at Vanguard Skin Specialists on the north side of Colorado Springs. It runs from 9 until noon, and we have everything you need to know over on 11cares.com. The superintendent for Academy School District 20, Thomas Gregory, is joining us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being with us today. Now, we last talked to the district a couple of days ago about several classes and schools in quarantine. Have some of those been lifted, and how has communication about that been? Now, how much of your student population has opted for completely at-home classes, and what are the majority of parents wanting their kids to do?
Well, currently we have elementary students.
A mom shared this story with us about a Pueblo officer and her son.
Now, this is the picture we were able to get. Lauren Valdez says her son is high-functioning autistic, and on this particular day, he was not having a good day.
So he showed me his Pokemon app on his phone.
What a fun memory. Now, she says her other son actually had a bad experience with the cop, so this really stuck out to him, and he wants to be a cop, and he showed everyone his patrol car. Good morning, and thanks for joining us. Your time is 6:30. I'm Jenna Middaugh.
I'm Rebecca Hager. Let's go ahead and start this half hour with your forecast. Breaking from overnight, 2 people are in the hospital with serious injuries after a hit and run on the Springs south side. Police are still looking for a suspect.
The crash scene just cleared earlier this morning after police were there for several hours overnight. Police say 1 car crashed into another at Shelton and Astrazon, which is on the south side of Colorado Springs. The driver of the suspect car ran from the scene, and police are still looking for that person. 2 people in the other car were taken to the hospital with serious injuries. This weekend, Governor Jared Polis could extend the statewide mask mandate in Colorado for a 2nd time. He extended it last month, saying that the masks were helping slow the spread of COVID-19. Now, once he makes the official announcement, we will be sure to let you know. Happening tomorrow, if you have a spot on your skin that concerns you, you have another opportunity to get it checked out for free. KKTV is partnering with Vanguard Skin Specialists to bring you another free drive-through skin check. This will be our 3rd event. At our last 2, several patients found out they had melanoma, which is a deadly form of skin cancer. The next skin check will be tomorrow at Vanguard Skin Specialists on the north side of Colorado Springs. It runs from 9 until noon, and we have everything you need to know over on 11cares.com.
Happening now, local firefighters are preparing to honor those firefighters and paramedics who lost their lives on 9/11.
Right now, we're getting a live look at the Manitou Incline where firefighters are preparing to hike up more than 3,000 steps in full gear as they honor and remember the firefighters who lost their lives 19 years ago today.
Looks like they're getting started right now. You can see they're carrying several American flags. That gear, by the way, weighs 60 pounds per person.
If you can, take a look at your screen. This is in Jordan. You can see it starts with just a fire at first, and then look at that huge explosion. Officials say it was caused by an electric short circuit at an Army depot. Now, thankfully, the depot is an area where not a lot of people live, so there have been no reports of any deaths. But miles away even, residents said windows of homes were shattered in parts of the city. Happening today, Colorado's 9/11 stair climb will be held virtually this year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. This year, though, participants are encouraged to complete a 5K run or walk between 6:46 and 10:28 this morning to mark the times the planes hit the Twin Towers, and that is Mountain Time. Supporters of the event can also make a donation to the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation. And we have everything you need to know over on our website. Just click Find It. This is developing. Some businesses in the North Nevada Shopping Center in Colorado Springs were vandalized with graffiti. This happened yesterday. Some of the graffiti mentions Black Lives Matter. We reached out to police to see if they had any idea about who did this, but we have not heard back. New this morning, Arapahoe Basin ski area will not require reservations for season pass or day pass holders for this ski and snowboard season, but the number of passes sold will be limited. Single day lift tickets will be available each day of the season. All lift tickets will be required to be bought in advance online. The number of tickets sold each day will vary to reduce visitation during peak periods. Later today, there will be several memorials in our area to remember the lives lost in the September 11th attacks. The 9/11 Memorial Firefighter Manitou Incline climb in full gear is still happening. We just showed you a live picture from that as the firefighters were setting off. And then later today, the Fort Carson Firefighters Association is hosting a stair climb at UC Health Park. That one is open to the public to come support. And there will also be a commemorative 9/11 wreath laying ceremony that will be held at the Kit Carson Memorial Park next to Fort Carson's Gate 1. Right now, we're giving you a live look in Washington, D.C. at the Pentagon, where you can see that American flag draped over the side of the building. We're going to leave you with this shot, and we encourage you to take a few minutes today to just think about the thousands of lives lost on this day 19 years ago.